Welcome to Quality Silent Films, where the magic of a bygone era still captivates us. Today, we're thrilled to take you on a journey back to the final days of the silent film era, a time when acrobats could act, directors were quick on their feet, and laughter didn't need any dialogue. Stick around after the feature for an in-depth look at the cast, some quirky production stories, historical insights, and a few delightful surprises that breathe life into this film's legacy. So, what makes this film stand out? For starters, it features a genuine circus clown in the lead role. Poodles was not just a stage name, he was a vaudevillian and part of the Hanneford family, a circus dynasty with roots stretching back to 1778. He joined the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus in the US in 1915. Poodles Hanneford was a world-renowned trick writer and vaudevillian whose talent for physical comedy shines on screen. It's not every day you find a leading man who can juggle, flip, and tumble with the finesse of an Olympic gymnast, all while keeping a straight face. This film masterfully combines slapstick antics with a cheeky nod to upper-class pretensions, and it does so with a vibrant energy that still resonates nearly a century later. Released in 1928, Better Behave was directed by Leslie Goodwins, who would go on to build a solid reputation in comedy shorts and B-movies. He's joined by a lively cast that includes the charming Betty Welsh, the dependable Harry Martell, a young Roger Moore, not the 0071, and the ever-entertaining Tom Dempsey. The film was shot during the last days of silent production, just before the industry fully embraced synchronized sound. You can almost sense the urgency to capture one last hurrah before the era of talking pictures took over. At its core, Better Behave is a delightful whirlwind of a comedy that pokes fun at the clash between social norms and wild behavior. Get ready for a roller coaster of misunderstandings, mistaken identities, and a few unexpected tumbles, all served up at lightning speed. Yet, beneath the humor, there's a clever critique of rigid social conventions and a warm appreciation for the quirky characters who refuse to fit in. So, let the screen light up and dive into this lively piece of silent film magic. Whether it's your first time watching or you're revisiting a beloved classic, there's still so much here to enjoy and smile about. If Better Behave didn't leave you with a big grin, we might need to check your pulse. This wild blend of slapstick, fancy parties, and mischievous characters is bursting with that unfiltered, unapologetic 1920s vibe, a little chaotic and a whole lot of fun. It's the kind of movie that doesn't just give a cheeky nod to the audience, it practically leaps into the orchestra pit. Director Leslie Goodwins, who navigated this ship of silliness, was still early in his filmmaking journey when he created Better Behave. Hailing from England, Goodwins made his mark in Hollywood with comedy shorts and soon became the go-to guy for RKO's budget-friendly comedies and B-mysteries. He had a real talent for pacing, quick setups and even quicker gags, and this film showcases that perfectly. Although he later collaborated with stars like Leon Errol and Lupe Velez, his silent film work highlighted the sharp timing and visual style that would come to define his career. Now, let's shine a spotlight on the cast, starting with the unforgettable Poodles Hanneford. Yes, that was his actual name. Coming from a family of British circus performers, he was already a vaudeville legend in America by the 1920s. His real-life stunts and acrobatic skills gave him an edge that most film comedians could only dream of. Betty Welsh, who stars alongside him, had a brief but vibrant film career, more stage than screen, and she brings a ton of charm to her role. Harry Martell, often seen in authority roles, strikes a perfect balance of fluster and frustration. Roger Moore, not to be confused with the Bond actor, was a familiar face in silent comedies, though his film career didn't quite make the leap to talkies. And Tom Dempsey, a reliable character actor, rounds out the ensemble with his expressive antics that truly make silent comedy shine. When it comes to production, this film wasn't exactly a high-budget extravaganza. It was probably made on a shoestring budget by one of those smaller companies that churn out content quickly and affordably to satisfy the ongoing demand for slapstick shorts. While there aren't any records indicating groundbreaking technical achievements, the way the physical comedy is choreographed, likely with some improvisation, shows a clear nod to vaudeville acts. If you pay close attention, you'll catch hints of real circus timing and the delightful absurdity of street theater. Culturally speaking, Better Behave arrives at a fascinating time. 1928 was practically the tipping point for silent films. The jazz singer had already shattered the sound barrier, and most major studios were making significant shifts. Films like this one were among the last to depend solely on pantomime and visual storytelling, and it's evident. Every gesture is amplified, every joke is tightened up like a drum. The film also dabbles in class commentary, taking jabs at those obsessed with etiquette, a theme that still resonates today, even if our manners have shifted to the digital realm. When it first hit the screens, Better Behave got decent, if not overwhelming, reviews. It wasn't a blockbuster by any means, but it did what it set out to do, deliver big laughs in a compact package. Over the years, it slipped from the public consciousness like many silent shorts, but recent restorations and a renewed interest in silent comedy have brought it back into the spotlight. A rare print popped up in a private collection in the late 1990s and was carefully preserved, giving us the version you enjoyed today. Here's a fun tidbit: Poodles Hanneford's descendants are still performing in circuses today. And if you've ever been curious about how he got his nickname, it wasn't just because of his curly locks, but rather due to a childhood obsession with French dogs. Is it true? Maybe. Is it amusing? Absolutely. Plus, there's a legend that the tea set used in one of the dinner scenes was actually borrowed from a nearby film shoot and had to be returned the same day. Ah, the glamorous world of silent film production. So, what's the takeaway from this film today? Perhaps it's that great comedy never really goes out of style, and that the social norms of any time are just begging to be playfully challenged. Better Behave encourages us to chuckle at the ridiculousness of conformity and root for those who stir up a little chaos. Maybe that's the secret to its lasting appeal. Thanks for joining us at Quality Silent Films for this unique journey into a more adventurous, wordless era. We hope you had a blast today, even if the characters didn't always stick to the script. Our channel is dedicated to bringing you full-length classics from the silent film era, complete with biographies, history, and more to give each movie its own unique voice. If you enjoyed the antics, please give this video a thumbs up, leave us a comment, and subscribe to catch the next dose of vintage fun. We promise, no sound, no problem.